what's your favorite move of free agency so far?
Favorite move, or at least the one I'm most excited about, will probably be the Fred VanVleet signing. Um,
Okay.
I know he got the biggest bag this offseason so far, but
Yeah.
I like that addition to that young team they have over there. I think he can be a good mentor. He brings that championship DNA. So
hmm
probably my
Yeah.
favorite signing anyway.
Okay. I mean, they signed him to a big deal. Obviously, he had a lot of good years in Toronto, won a championship, and Houston just drafted Amen Thompson at pick, I want to say 4 or 5. So he's obviously like a point guard of the future there. But what do you think?
hmm
Like, I know Amen Thompson's kind of like a defensive guy right now. That's what he hangs his head on. But what do you think Van Vliet can kind of teach him about the point guard position? So one day Amen Thompson can take over that spot.
I think just overall leadership. Um,
hmm
Thompson definitely has the tools. But something that I've learned from both of the brothers, just watching interviews this offseason, is they have a crazy work ethic. I mean, I know everybody does to get to this level, but I don't know. There's something different about them, and I think you
hmm
you put that with a veteran, somebody who's been in the league, who's also worked really hard to get to where they're at. Um, and again, they've won that championship. They've had playoff runs. They have that experience. So I think just bringing that overall leadership can be something valuable that he can teach them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Houston has definitely missed out, or like they've been like needing some free agents or like veterans, my bad, for a long time.
hmm
So I think acquiring a guy like Van Vliet and also getting Dylan Brooks, who obviously, has a lot of, you know, let's just say he gets a lot of scrutiny, but I feel like, as a player, he's very underrated in terms of, him being an all defensive player this year. I think
hmm
that's what he's going to bring to this team. And obviously he helped the Grizzlies kind of get to, a playoff point and get to relevancy. I think pair him with the young talent that's on the Rockets, then maybe that's what they're looking for and potentially get to that point. So, I know there's a lot of talk about the Rockets, potentially getting James Harden this offseason, but I think just pairing like some veterans around this young core that they, got going on, I think it's the right move for them long term. So I like what Houston's kind of done, because the last 2 years it just seems like they just put out young rosters onto the court, but now I just think they're kind of taking steps forward and obviously hiring Ime Udoka, formerly of the
hmm
Celtics. I think their team is just going to take that next step. And I'm not saying that's playoffs, but I think they might take a jump, like kind of like how the Thunder did last year. Just some maturity to that team, which I think they've been needing for a while.
It definitely could be playoffs too. I don't think that's out of the question. Um, the West is very stacked, very talented, as I feel like the league is overall right now. But Houston's one of
hmm
the up and rising young teams, and a
Yeah.
couple of those young guys take that next step. You have Freddie now. You have um, Dylan Brooks. You have a
hmm
couple of vets. I think that's enough
Yeah.
to be 500 on the season.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I mean, they can definitely get at least to a play-in spot. So I don't want to say
hmm
that they're, out of it completely because I think when you just get veterans around there, it kind of brings that stability where, those type of players that can close games, you need that. So I could see
hmm
them, but like you said, they need the young players to step up as well because they have young talent that they are depending on. So Jalen Green, especially, and then
hmm
Shingun kind of taking another step forward. I think that'd be good for them.